Serving up Texas' hottest original acts. The all-you-can-eat Texas Music Cafe boldly goes where commercial radio and television fear to tread. So kick up your heels for another exciting episode from the all-you-can-eat Texas Music Cafe.
Leah Dawn and Mags Baker on the end. And we're going to talk more about what is happening with us, but one thing that brings us together, particularly on this stage, is that we are all going to be participants in the upcoming Texas Women's Songwriters Festival, this September 19th through 21st in beautiful downtown Lockhart, Texas. So put it on your calendars, and more on that later. I'm going to play you guys a song. This is from my first album. This is called Kansas City. All the things I ever wanted are all the things left to gain. Wheels they spin, the days they go by, wasting like the rain. One day after another, and I'll never be the same. Since you took my love, you stole my joy, and now I wear you like a stain. Now I wish I was going to Kansas City on a big jet plane, or watching the miles as they speed past me out the window of a train. I wish I'd learned at a younger age that there's no one else to blame. I wish I'd learned a long time ago there's no one else to blame. Chances I gave and the advantage you took, I kept our score in vain. Forgot your face in an instant, but I can't forget this pain. You came and went like the seasons pass, but here I'm bound to remain. What fools we were to receive such a gift and then treat it with disdain. Now I wish I was going to Kansas City on a big jet plane, or watching the miles as they speed past me out the window of a train. And I wish I'd learned at a younger age that there's no one else to blame. I wish I'd learned a long time ago that there's no one else to blame. I wish I'd learned a long time ago that there's no one else to blame. Thank you.
Hello, Texas Music Cafe and Waco. I'm Allison Tucker. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thanks for Texas Music Cafe for having us here. have been playing music. We were talking in the green room just a little bit ago, how long you've been playing music, and I had a second chance come to my life. It was called, it happened about 4.5 years ago. It was called divorce. After 20 years in corporate America and stay-at-home mom and all of that, I got to pick up my guitar again and be who I wanted to be. And so there wasn't a whole lot of love songs in my repertoire, imagine that. But I did attend Southwest Folk Alliance conference recently, and last fall. And when you pay your money, this is what you get for your money. Not really. When you pay your money, you get a prompt. You reach into a fishbowl and you pull out a prompt randomly, and you have 3 days to write a song. And no pressure. And then you perform it at the end of the conference. And amazingly, I got a love song out of this one. My prompt was, I'm so glad I'm on this ride with you. It could have been really a lot worse. I don't know if my mom and dad felt this way about each other. I was the last in a very long string of children, and by the time I got there, they were tired. But I'd like to think that they felt this way one time, and they certainly instilled this fairy tale in me.
Atop a painted pony, my heart was beating fast. You threw your arms around me, kissed me, made me laugh. I grabbed the worn out leather around its neck of gold, and I whispered to you softly, never let me go. We made a carousel of colors, red and orange and green, riding painted ponies, chasing all our dreams, round and round life's ups and downs. Let's face them, you and me, in a carousel of colors made for you and me. The music kept on playing, our world began to blur. The days and months passed quickly. We had a little girl. She loved the Midway candy, but her favorite place on earth was a carousel of colors where you kissed me first. We made a carousel of colors, red and orange and green, riding painted ponies, chasing all our dreams, round and round life's ups and downs. Let's face them, you and me, in a carousel of colors made for you and me. Today we're on a park bench, just listening to the sound of the pretty painted ponies spinning round and round. Your arm is still around me, our girl is grown and gone, but the carousel of colors still plays our favorite song.
Howdy, Waco. And I live in Houston, but I'm actually from a little town about an hour south of here called Florence. I don't know if y'all are familiar with it. I passed the sign on my way up here from Austin, so I had to smile. But just a little, to back up just a little bit, my dad was military. He was career Air Force, so we moved all over the place. And then when he retired, I was a sophomore in high school, and we moved back to Florence. And it was like, whoa, where are we? I mean, it was a total change from what I was used to, living on Air Force bases, and we moved out to the country, and I was just like, man, I don't know about this. And I sometimes say I parachuted in from outer space, and they were not sure about me either, because they had been going to school together since kindergarten, you know, so it was kind of hard to break in. But once I did, I really grew to love that town and the people in it, and so I now consider that my hometown, and that's what this song is called, My Hometown. Well, the roads roll up in that sleepy town, doors all closed, not a soul around on Main Street on a Friday night. County moved the highway round, store boarded up and shut down. Now it's out of mind and out of sight. Yeah, that place was special, and I know we can go back. But I still remember riding around on a Friday night after the football game past the stadium lights, meeting our friends at the dead-end road, hanging out, no place to go. George Strait playing on the radio with the tailgates down and the beer was cold. There was no place we'd rather go than my hometown, my hometown, my hometown. Life was simple way back when. Wish that we could do it again with no cell phones or the internet. People looked you in the eye, said hello and goodbye, and what you see is what you get. Now everything moves fast, but our memories will last. I still remember riding around on a Friday night after the football game past the stadium lights, meeting our friends at the dead-end road, hanging out, no place to go. George Strait playing on the radio with the tailgates down and the beer was cold. There was no place we'd rather go than my hometown, my hometown, my hometown. Population 744, they don't make them like that no more. Man, we had it made, hanging out at Nancy's place, playing games at the arcade. Won't let the memories fade, 'cause I still remember riding around on a Friday night after the football game past the stadium lights, meeting our friends at the dead-end road, hanging out, no place to go. George Strait playing on the radio with the tailgates down and the beer was cold. There there was no place we'd rather go than my hometown, my hometown, my hometown, my hometown. Florence, Texas, population 744. Salute.
Wow, y'all guys are really good. What a treat. I get to hear you, and then I get to play next. Hi, everyone. I'm Mags Baker. I am blessed to be a Texas songwriter, and I really wanted to be a songwriter for a long time, but I didn't know how to write a song. But I just was committed. I'm like, I'm a songwriter. I am a songwriter. And then one day I just wrote my first song, and then the floodgates opened, and now I can't stop writing songs. So I'm really happy to start sharing some of these songs with y'all here today. And I really like to write from my heart and about really happy topics like addiction and divorce. So we're gonna start there today. Walked my 20 up to the counter, slammed it down and said, give me two. I've been numbing my pain for way too long, praying every day that I'd be through. Another day, another vice, another chance to break free. Well, not today, I guess it seems. So have a drink with me. Come on down, my friend. Well, I drink my pain away. Don't look down on me. I swear I'm gonna stop someday. The melancholy feels so real. I don't know how to escape. I guess I'll sit here waiting on a miracle, praying it's not too late. Another day, another day, another chance to break free. Well, not today, I guess it seems. So have a drink with me. Come on down, my friend. Well, I drink my pain away. Don't look down on me. addiction is a tricky demon. It feels just like a curse. It makes you think it's helping you feel better, but really it's making everything worse. Another day, another vice, another chance to break free. Well, not today, I guess it seems. So have a toke with me. Come on down, my friend. Well, I smoke my pain away. Don't look down on me. I swear I'm gonna stop someday. Thank you so much. Thank you, Waco. Thank you, Texas Music Cafe.
Oh my God, Mags, I love that you write dark stuff. I'm inspired. I'm going to play some dark stuff. I often feel kind of a complex because it's so helpful to write dark. And I'm asked often, how are you such an upbeat, happy seeming person and you write such sad songs? And it seems clear to me, Mags, I don't know if you relate with this, that I'm upbeat because I get all that stuff out of my system. Writing sad songs is wonderful for me. But not just sad, sometimes also really angry. Those are fun as well, so we'll go that route. I won't call this a murder song exactly, but it's like murder implied. You know, just enough to not get in trouble. We're talking divorce, addiction. There's always heartbreak. So like murder just seems to go in there. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like we're having some kind of weird pissing contest right now. This is only our first round. Like how dark is this going to go? Ooh. Wait and see. Nah, but it will get dark. I know you, Allison. She says, mine wasn't dark. Well, I know you've only got one of those. Oh man, it's great to be here. Thanks for supporting live music, original songwriting. That is such a cool thing. The people here listening and the people who run the Texas Music Cafe, both parts of this, y'all are greatly appreciated. More of this. Mountains have been moved for times such as this. Of what you will receive, you deserve every bit. Darkness takes a front seat, the road takes a twist. Mountains have been moved for times such as this. Canyons have been forged, ships have run aground. A heartache like this will find its way back around. So take your sorrow with you on your way back down to the canyons you have forged in your ship that's run aground. 'Cause hell hath no fury like my love scorned. Word is out, consider yourself warned. There's no greater sound than the silence you now mourn. There's no greater silence than the slamming of the door. Storms will rage hopeless in this endless night, and you would trade your last breath for one lone shred of light. Now who puts up a fight? Now who's afraid to die? The storms will rage hopeless in this endless night. 'Cause hell hath no fury like my love scorned. Word is out, consider yourself warned. There's no greater sound than the silence you now mourn. And there's no greater silence than the slamming of the door. Maybe now you see, maybe now you know, maybe now you wish you took your chances down below. 'Cause hell hath no fury like my love scorned. Word is out, consider yourself warned. There's no greater sound than the silence you now mourn. There's no greater silence than the slamming of the door. There's no greater sound than the silence you now mourn. And there's no greater silence. Thank you. Challenge passed.
Oh my God,
passed
challenge.
along.
I had the hardest challenge, like sitting still. I know that you guys can bounce in your seats while that's going on.
Bounce.
And
you can bounce if you want to.
I
You can
bounce
leave your
when
friends
I walk.
behind.
It's a normal thing.
Because your friends don't bounce, and if they don't bounce,
bounce,
they're
okay.
friends of mine.
How great is this to have 4 women on stage? I would never say that women are underrepresented in the music industry, but they are. I thanks again to Texasmusiccafe, and I'm going to plug shamelessly the Texas Women's Songwriter
Tell us more.
Festival. Oh my God! Okay, so this is catching on. She was walking down, and somebody goes, "Oh, have you heard about this festival that's coming in September?" And she was like, "Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm playing." All of us, you will see at the festival. Can I say about the stages?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know whether I was stealing your thunder. Ooh. So it's gone from a single stage to 8 stages now. This is a 3-day festival, and all women. Ta-da! And
You should tell them who the headliners are.
the headliner is, of course, Mandy.
No.
No.
Oh.
You can tell them. All right, you tell them.
Well,
You're not interrupting me.
now it's weird if I don't, but I'm
No, you
gonna
do.
pay for this
No, you
later.
do.
Rosie Flores, Tishina Hosa, Sarah Hickman, Kimmy Rhodes, and Pauline Reese, as well as 50 other up-and-coming singer-songwriters, all Texas-based. Back to Alice.
I thought she was going to say I was a headliner. I didn't pay her enough. So back to dark. I'm bringing it back down to the music now. Back to dark. So there's a sign that hangs above the bar back there that only the performers can say, that says, "Keep the lyrics PG." So she goes, "Allison, what are you going to do?" I don't write like that, but I do have a story to tell about this, okay? So I usually say something about having really great physical relations with someone when I introduce a song. So, and if you're mine, if you know what I'm talking about, you think of somebody immediately. And so I had a really great temporary but meaningful relationship with someone. And but the rest of the relationship didn't work out. And when you sleep with a songwriter, you're probably going to be a victim of a song. So this song is a story. I love to tell stories. My songs are. I used to write all my lyrics first. That hasn't happened. They come really, really fast now. But this one was a story first. So this is an encounter in a bar when I meet that temporary but meaningful person. And they're with someone new. And the new doesn't know that I was temporary and meaningful at all. So the stage is set now. This is called New Lover. Thank you, Mandy. Mandy actually produced this song on my album that's coming out. So good. Here we go.
It's a casual intro with only my first name. In an instant I know exactly the game. I'm a secret, a part of your past. With a knowing silence I catch on fast. I can see the memory in the corner of your smile, flame in your eyes, burning with desire. It's amazing, craving. The hunger inside betrays me. Ooh, she's gonna know it. Ooh, try not to show it. Ooh, your new lover's gonna hate me. She asks how I know you. I offer old friends. I see your face in the shadow. You touch my hand. Slowly, slowly, don't over-explain. And never mention what we became. 'Cause I can see the memory in the corner of your smile, flame in your eyes, burning with desire. It's amazing, craving. The hunger inside betrays me. Ooh, she's gonna know it. Ooh, try not to show it. Ooh, your new lover's gonna hate me. Comes too easy. Your drink's already empty. She's gonna think she's crazy. She's gonna know. She's gonna know. She's gonna know. She's gonna know. Ooh, she'll see our last kiss. Ooh, echo on my lips. Ooh, guess what? Your new lover's gonna hate me. Your new lover's gonna hate me.
No ego problem here.
I love that. That was great. You and I do have a lot of similarities in our background. We just met today in the green room, but I mean, 50% of America gets divorced, so what are the odds, right? So, and also we have had corporate jobs, and I'm actually playing hooky right now from mine. Yay! And so you were talking about prompts, song prompts that we receive as writers, and that's a really powerful thing because it just kind of gives you ideas that you never would think of, I got this word hazard. That was the prompt that this song was built from. And so I started thinking about all the hazardous things about love, how risky it is and how dangerous it is and everything. And I don't write a lot of love songs either, but oddly enough, it took a twist and it became a love song, even though I was writing about all the scary things about love. There's also a lot of great things, and of course, no risk, no reward, right? So this one goes out to anybody who's thinking about maybe taking the next step in a relationship and Good luck to you. It's called Dangerous Love. I've jumped from a plane at 10,000 feet. Rode roller coasters with a pounding heartbeat. I've swam the deep ocean and I've played with fire. But my greatest fear is the spark of desire. It's a dangerous love, a risky affair, might end in tragedy. There's a chance of real harm, so sound the alarm on this insanity. We're taking a chance on this romance. Yeah, we're going all in. We're risking it all for this dangerous love. Yeah, we both know what is at stake. We know the risks and the hazards we face. We've guarded our hearts, we've put up our shields. But it's lonely inside the castles we build. It's a dangerous love, a risky affair, might end in tragedy. There's a chance of real harm, so sound the alarm on this insanity. We're taking a chance on this romance. Yeah, we're going all in. We're risking it all for this dangerous love. What are the odds we could work this thing out? My heart's filled with angst mixed with hope and doubt. We'll never know if we never try. And a heart left alone could wither and die. It's a dangerous love, a risky affair, might end in tragedy. There's a chance of real harm, so sound the alarm on this insanity. We're taking a chance on this romance. Yeah, we're going all in. We're risking it all for this dangerous love. We're risking it all for this dangerous love. Thanks, y'all.
Well, I got a prompt song too, which is so I went to my first open mic 2 years ago, and it was before I had ever written a song, but I just knew that I had to be brave and do the thing that scared me the most, and that was getting up on stage and singing into the microphone. And I knew that if I kept doing it, that it would get easier. And a couple months after my first open mic, that's when I found some magic portal and wrote my first song and cracked the code and kept writing songs. And almost a year ago, I got this keyboard. And sometimes you're like, the universe just gives you this gift, right? I saw this thing and I was like, that's my keyboard. And I knew it. And I hadn't really played keyboard since I was a kid. I just learned, a couple notes with the Reverend's wife. But now I'm just going for it, and I love it so much. And here I am on this beautiful stage with professional video, professional sound, with all you lovely people that I can almost see in the audience. And my mom and dad are watching on the live stream, so I want to wave to them too. Yeah, I know. I'm so lucky. So anyway, the prompt was at that same open mic last year, and the prompt was taxes, death, and trouble. So here's the song. It's called Trouble. death and trouble. The three things you can't avoid. One that'll get you with homework every April. One that's kinda scary and really sad. But the last one, oh, trouble, oh, hello, sweet trouble. There's just so much good trouble to be had. Trouble drinking whiskey and trouble making kombucha and trouble before you were by my side. Trouble 'cause there's just too many cute stray puppies here in Texas. Trouble when I met you. Taxes, death and trouble. The three things you can't escape. One that'll get you with homework every April. One that's kinda scary and really sad. But the last one, oh, trouble, oh, hello, sweet trouble. There's just so much good trouble to be had. Trouble with drummers and trouble in Hummers and trouble with ladies under the moon. Trouble 'cause there's just too many cute stray kitties here in Texas. Trouble when I met you. Taxes, death and trouble. You're barely even on my mind. These days I'm just sitting here and rocking, watching your beard turn gray. Taxes, death and trouble. I'm done avoiding you. Bring it, baby, we got nothing to be worried about. So I just wanna get into a little bit of trouble with you. Yeah, I just wanna get into a little bit of trouble with you. Yeah, I just wanna get into a little bit of trouble with you. Trouble, 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 trouble too. I just wanna get into a little bit of trouble with you. Yeah, I just wanna get into a little bit of trouble with you. Ooh. Thank you so much. And actually, I just released that one last week. So it's called Trouble, and you can find it all over the internets. Wherever you listen to your internet music, you can find that one. Thank you.
Beautiful, Mags, beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, I was just going to say, we were told before Allison and I share our brain cell. So we were told that this was meant to be an educational opportunity for anyone who was interested. And I get excited about that. Girl guitar got mentioned before we started playing, and that loosely ties some of us together. But girl guitar is a women's guitar and rock and roll school in South Austin that just celebrated its 18th birthday, which is kind of crazy. Thank you. I'll take that personally. I founded Girl Guitar. The 18-year thing is weird because I haven't gotten 18 years older, but that's how those things work sometimes. And I'm very passionate about music education in all its different forms, for all ages specifically. I also teach business courses in the School of Music at Texas State University and several other different avenues. So it seems worthwhile to throw that out because if anybody does have questions, I think within reason we're open to hearing them. But I think I'm trying to segue into telling a little bit about writing this next song. Max mentioned learning some music from the Reverend's wife, and it's interesting that you say that. The very first stuff I ever learned as a 6-year-old, I took my first violin lesson, and it was with our pastor's wife as well. And it went from there. I grew up in church, and around early college, I threw myself full on into the pursuit of just becoming a heathen. I've been completely successful with that, but I do still find myself drawn to gospel music often. So this is a song that I wrote through something that was going on at Girl Guitar. It wasn't exactly a prompt. I haven't ever been very successful with prompts, which I know is really big for a lot of songwriters. I kind of a rebellious streak. If you give me a prompt, I'm like, oh yeah, watch me not use that. It's only hurting myself. But what we did in this particular instance was that some of us had just planned loosely to go to an open mic together one night, and then a bunch of us were like, and we have to write a new song before we get there. And so that lit a fire under a bunch of our butts. And at the time, one of my good friends in Girl Guitar was kind of very close to losing her dad. And it ended up happening right around this time. And so I wrote this song sort of loosely based on that. So I tied in my gospel-y influences that still worked their way in despite my heathenisms, and really kind of drew off of what she told me about her father's passing was that he had been sick for so long. It had been such a strain on him that while it was very tragic to lose him, it was a little bit of a relief for the family and a relief for him, she felt like. So this ended up becoming the title track to my third album. This is called When That Day Comes. Some years down the line, many miles down the road, with a head full of stories and a long life to show, we'll take one last step in this long race we've run. When that day comes, oh Lord, when that day comes, we'll suffer no more, we'll know no more sorrow. We'll never be hungry or toil for tomorrow. These tired old hands will again be made young. When that day comes, oh Lord, when that day comes. And when that day comes, what joys we will know. Fruits of our labor, fields we have sown. One last hallelujah, the final note sung. When that day comes, oh Lord, when that day comes. We've grown so weak and frail from life's burdens. Backs have been bent, faces pale from the worries. At last we'll rejoice for this pardon we've won. When that day comes, oh Lord, when that day comes. And when that day comes, what joys we will know. The fruits of our labor, fields we have sown. One last hallelujah, the final notes sung. When that day comes, oh Lord, when that day comes. When that day comes, oh Lord, when that day comes.
Thank you. That's just a little happy song about dying. See, we flipped that around. Thank you so much. I said we'll take questions, and then I just talked and ignored everybody. Truth is, we can't see y'all, so don't bother raising your hands or anything. I think throw something. Throw something at Allison. If you have a question, throw it at her.
How did we know that was going to... I knew that she was going to say throw that at me. I can see y'all. Hi. Oh, wow. All of your silhouettes just grew faces. That is just beautiful.
Y'all look good.
Thank you so much for coming. We are up here at your will. If you have questions about women in music or Mandy, please go ahead and throw your hand up. I can't see you now. No, shy people. All right. Oh, please, speak up.
Can you tell me if y'all consider yourself in a certain genre, and do you struggle staying within that, or do you just kind of like to be a little fluid?
Great question. Max, you want to go first?
I consider myself genre free. I also don't like to be told what to do or how to stay, and I'm one of those lucky independent artists who doesn't get paid and has to use my own money to buy everything, so I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, that's a good one. Anybody else you want to take on?
When I'm asked what genre my music falls under, I pretty much say Americana, folk, and country. So all three. Having a hard time picking one for sure. And actually, I just want to say that I am recording an album right now, so maybe I'll have to make a choice. We'll see. Mandy will tell me how that works.
Are you genre fluid?
No. Well, I guess. This, are you skipping you? Because you can feel me bursting at the seams to answer this, right? I often say Americana because that's a little bit of a catch-all for anything that comes from the blues-based tradition, which includes pop, rock, folk, country, and blues, of course. But I actually wrote a master's thesis on Texas women songwriters at Texas State University, and I explored this pretty in-depth. And I think that a lot of songwriters anchor themselves in Texas because it's a place with an outlaw tradition. And if we wanted to be specifically country, we should steer towards Nashville, or even in LA and New York and some of the bigger markets. There are reasons why we would need to pigeonhole ourselves into a certain genre for a certain level of success. But I think that if we got deeper about this, we would probably claim something about how great it is to live in Texas and get to kind of be whatever the hell we want to be, right?
Amen,
so
amen.
That includes writing songs. So yeah, whatever. Next.
That's great. That was not even a segue that was planned about being Texas songwriters. I work with a gentleman that is from New York, and he's the brazen, beautiful New Yorker attitude. But he said Texas songwriters have the ability to say things in a way that's not really smack dab in your face, but it makes you take a breath like this. Oh my gosh. So I'm part of the oh my gosh genre. That's the genre I'm going to fall into. This is an oh my gosh song. It's I talk a lot too. Have you noticed? This is one of the songs that I had to really sit down and ask myself how to introduce it. It is a song that is said about something in a very different way. And I never came up with a really great introduction, so what I actually do is this is dedicated to all the women that are still in this situation, all of the women that are thinking about getting out, and to those of us who have found our freedom and our worth. This is called Long Sleeves. She wears long sleeves and a perfect smile, even holds his hand. She laughs for a little while, tells him he's the perfect man. But driving home, she looks at him, tries to remember a time back when he thought she was perfect. Those days elude her now. Shame enfolds her when her friends ask where she's been. They don't call much anymore. Every now and then she says, everything is fine, fine, fine. He tells me he's sorry. She'll wear long sleeves and a perfect smile, even hold his hand. She laughs for a little while, tells him he's the perfect man. But driving home, she looks at him, tries to remember a time back when he thought she was perfect. Those days elude her now. The house is always a mess. I hate it when you cry. What are you doing in that dress? Remember, I can tell if you lie. And she says, everything is fine, fine, fine. He tells me he's sorry. Long sleeves. She laughs for a little while, tells him he's the perfect man. But driving home, she looks at him, tries to remember a time back when he thought she was perfect. Those days elude her now.
Okay, you almost made me cry up here. So, as a songwriter, though, I think if someone does cry, it's a good thing because, you know, they're feeling the emotion, they connect with the song, and so that's awesome. I guess this is the sad round because I've got a sad one too. And sometimes these songs, they just fall out of the sky. I literally have no idea where this came from, but it's really a song about institutional poverty and how hard it is to come out of it if that's what you're born into. Or I always say that, you know, everybody's just 2 steps away from living under a bridge. This is my theory, because if you have 2 bad things that happen to you, you know, back to back, like, you know, an illness or losing your job, it's very hard to bounce back from those things. And I don't know, maybe I was just thinking about those people who are really working hard and just still not making it. And just try to have compassion for those people, because a lot of times it's just not their fault and it's hard to get out. This one's called Livin the Dream. Roadside diner, cafe, dive. This ain't no 9 to 5. I'm a working nights and this month's pay is spent. Blue neon welcome sign outside, but I don't think that I've arrived when I can barely eat and pay the rent. Squeaking floor and aching back. Outside the sky is black. I've spent the last 12 hours on my feet. Smell of bacon in the air. Nobody said that life was fair when it takes all I've got to make ends meet. And I'll serve 1 more cup of coffee and I'll smoke 2 more cigarettes. Shaking hands with caffeine and nicotine. They say if you work real hard you can get ahead, so I guess I'll just keep living the dream. Married young by 21, had a daughter and a son, but their old man just couldn't stick around. He stole cars and drank his check, made our lives a total wreck, and we're better off without him here in town. Land of the free and home of the brave, living in our own grave. It's stuck so deep that we can't never leave. We don't even have bootstraps, so we'll just work for scraps, 'cause this is the best that we will ever see. And I'll serve 1 more cup of coffee and I'll smoke 2 more cigarettes. Shaking hands with caffeine and nicotine. They say if you work real hard you can get ahead, so I guess I'll just keep living the dream. Clock keeps ticking on that wall. My, how the time does crawl. Every day feels like the same old grind. Sometimes it's hard to even care when I know that I'll be there working this job till I'm 99. And I'll serve 1 more cup of coffee and I'll smoke 2 more cigarettes. Shaking hands with caffeine and nicotine. They say if you work real hard you can get ahead, so I guess I'll just keep living the dream. I guess I'll just keep living the dream. Thank y'all, thank y'all.
Nice. Really nice. Man, there's a lot of really great things about singing and being a musician, but one is making all these new friends. And we really bonded back in that green room for the 11 minutes before we came on stage and talking about our divorces. And Allison and I both realized that we both drove 7,000 miles last summer. That's right. I know, not together, unfortunately, but maybe that's what the future holds. But I'm happy to have made all these new friends here at the Texas Music Cafe. Thank you to the beautiful sound team, the video team, the popcorn team, the booking team, the tickets, all of you guests. We're really, really happy to be here. So in that 7,000 miles that I was driving, I had a lot of time to think because I don't have a radio in my car either. So I just was thinking and thinking. And I was thinking about all the jobs I've had and realized I should probably write a song about them. So y'all are going to learn a lot about me. Here we go. Taking orders at the Golden Arches, poured chocolate milk for a sleazy president. I waved the flag at construction sites for cars. I babysat all the kids with the best snack cabinets. I learned how to sail so I could work at a camp. I ran the first ever do-it-yourself checkout counter. These jobs over all these years, working for someone else, finally made it easy to see. The one thing I learned is I should be working for me. I served cowboy shots at the country bar. I brought real important letters to the courthouse. I signed infos to my model home that might buy someday. I took care of the kids who showed up early for school and taught English to some others who needed the help. I led birthday parties at the animal shelter. All these jobs over all these years, working for someone else, finally made it easy to see. The one thing I learned is I should be working for me. Want to know how it ends? I spent 1 year teaching 5th grade in rural Arizona, a decade of bringing kindness and compassion to thousands of classrooms in California, and then back to making lattes at a bougie little market, thinking that maybe this time will be different, but guess what? It's all just the same. All these jobs over all these years, working for someone else, finally made it easy to see. The one thing I learned is I should be working for me. And the thing I love most is playing music for free. Thank you. All true, y'all. 100% true. And I even left some out, so.
That's a lot of jobs.
Oh, that's freaking funny. Hilarious. Oh, y'all want to do the tuning song all together? Okay. Well, I do believe unless something changes, this might be my last song. So anyway, Allison wants to hear a story. I can drag stuff out. That's no problem whatsoever. I grew up not terribly far from here. It's this general part of the state, a weird place called College Station, Texas. And we always lived out in the country, and I was homeschooled, and I was very religious, and I was very sheltered. And I was just so bursting at the seams and very excited to live in the city and be what I considered a normal person. I just wanted to get out of the house. I wanted to have a million friends. I wanted to live in skyscrapers and travel the world and do whatever I thought big city people did when I was a kid living in the sticks outside of College Station. So anyway, I eventually moved to Austin, and I loved it. It was a wonderful experience. 20 years I lived right in the heart of downtown Austin playing music. I partied. I went to skyscrapers. I flew in airplanes. I did all the stuff. All my dreams came true. It was amazing. And I really thought I would never look back. And Austin has changed a lot in those 20 years. And several years ago, I went on a little girls' weekend to a place called Round Top, which is also here in Texas. It's not terribly far from College Station. It's all the same general part of the state. And we were out in the country, and I woke up and sat out on this beautiful back porch, just facing a hayfield. There was nothing fancy really going on, but there were woods, there's a couple of cows, there was big bales of hay, and just like this almost deafening sound of birds doing their thing. And it was so simple, and maybe because it was really similar to how I'd grown up, it was like the first time I remember this switch flipping in my head where I go, I'm not going to live in Austin much longer. And it was a real revelation to me. That thought had never crossed my mind. And I did nothing about it at first, but the thoughts kept coming in and coming in and coming in. And so while I was sitting on the porch that morning drinking coffee, I wrote this song. I jotted it down. And I'll play it for you in a minute. But I wanted to throw in something sort of educational about this. I really liked the lyrics I came up with, but I struggled to get it to the right kind of music. I tried it all like slow and finger picky and kind of sultry, and I tried it sort of rock and roll, and I tried it real country. I tried it all these ways, and things wouldn't work. So I went to a friend of mine who kind of calls himself one of these song doctors. I don't know if we got songwriters in the audience, or you guys have ever tried to take your songs to these people, and I've never had a good experience. You know, it might not be their fault. It might be my rebellious streak. I'll give it this. But every single time I talk to one of these people, all they ever tell me is, don't use so many syllables. And I like syllables. I would like more sometimes. And all I can ever say back to them is, have you never heard of Bruce Springsteen? Come on, man. Like, nobody crams in syllables like him. And then here comes Taylor Swift. She's a real syllable crammer herself. And they seem to be doing just fine. And I see what they're saying, and I got room to learn, but I'm not learning that, and I'm not learning that right now. That's the gist of it. So anyway, this turned into a blues song with a lot of syllables. But I believe in you to be able to comprehend all of them. Sticking it to my song doctor friend. And anyway, about 18 months ago, I moved to Lockhart. Lockhart, Texas. It's a beautiful place. I had no idea. Life is funny. My realtor said, y'all should check out Lockhart. And we said, hard pass. Nope. And we went around in a few circles, and Lockhart started looking a lot better. So we decided to give it a little chance. We said, we'll give it 2 years, no belly aching, and then we'll make a decision. And we're coming up on 2 years, and we're going nowhere. We love it. It's amazing. I go in my backyard, and I see a big line of trees, and I hear birds, and there's big chunks of sky. And I can leave my driveway and drive to anywhere in the city, and I don't get flipped off once. And that never happened living on South Lamar. You know what I'm talking about. Well, let's be honest, that went both ways. But it's a peaceful and beautiful and wonderful existence in rural Lockhart, Texas. And so this is a song called Get Out of the City, with a lot of syllables. If anybody brought their air guitar, there's definitely room for some fills. There's a special way the Oaks in Texas sing their summer songs.
unlike the pines of Montana or the California palms. There's a wind off the Gulf that saves us from the heat. Rattlesnake songs strumming to their own beat. There's a special way the Oaks in Texas sing their summer songs. Y'all can understand that, right? It's just plain English. Thank you very much. I can hear the birds singing what I've been trying to say. The congestion of our neighborhood seems 1,000 miles away. There's another way of doing things, a better way of living that the crowded streets of Austin hasn't been given. I can hear the birds singing what I've been trying to say. I don't open my eyes enough. I know I don't see the sky enough. Gotta get out of the city to find the stuff. We gotta get out of the city tonight, my love. What will 40 years from now be like if it's too loud now? If we live to be old folks, will we still be fighting crowds? When our paradise becomes a shopping mall, we'll have both feet in the dirt, unaware of it all. What will 40 years from now be like if it's too loud now? I don't open my eyes enough. I know I don't see the sky enough. Gotta get out of the city to find the stuff. We gotta get out of the city tonight, my love. How did we ever live without this? How did we ever stay sane? How did we ever live without a tin roof pelted with rain? Traded in our skyscrapers for sunsets and stars. Swapped the rock clubs for campfires and guitars. How'd we ever live without this? How'd we ever stay sane? Don't open my eyes enough. I know I don't see the sky enough. Gotta get out of the city to find the stuff. We gotta get out of the city tonight, my love. Woo! Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for the story. Oh, wait. Mags, how can these wonderful people find you on the internet?
Yeah, Mags Baker. So you look for that, or you can go to magsbaker.com, and that will just portal you to wherever you need to go to listen to my music.
Portal. I love
Yes,
that word.
thank you.
We are going to be hanging out a little bit after this show, so if you want to talk to us, if you're too shy to ask us a question while we were up here in the spotlight, we'll be around. Leah, how can we get hold of you?
Well, I do have a website, Leah Dawn Music.
Leah Dawn.
Yeah, Leah Dawn Music. There's some stuff on YouTube, but hopefully within the next 6 months there will be something more professional out there for y'all to
Maybe
listen
you
to.
have a project in the works
I do.
that
I
they
do.
should hear about.
I do. Yeah. Well, Mandy is producing my freshman album, so very excited about that. It's
gonna be amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's a dream come true for me, literally. So, thank you, Mandy.
We literally finished our first day of recording today and drove here to be here. Yeah, so it is off to an amazing start. Leah Dawn's new album. Check it out soon, you guys. It's amazing.
Please do.
Plug the Texas Women's Festival.
Oh, yes. TWS Fest, Texas Women Songwriters Festival. TWSFest.com is where you guys can see the schedule and all the headliners and all the information on that. And then, of course, MandyRowden.com is my own personal website with links to girl guitar and all the other cool stuff going on. So, thank you.
I'm Allison Tucker. You can find me at AllisonTucker.com, 1L. I shamelessly am plugging my first album as well. My second chance album should be out late May. Yeah, it's been long awaited. Yeah, thank you. many songwriters out there that will talk about what's going on in the world today, and because nobody knows what to say. I'm probably the least political person you're ever going to run into. I'd give you the shirt off my back, not my new patent white boots, but the shirt off my back. I too was raised in a religious home. I was brought up that way. That was what I believed, and I came out to my parents, and everything that they believed and taught me told them that I wasn't worthy anymore, which was really funny because none of my beliefs changed. It was just that they found out about me. It's a weird place to move in this world right now. And I needed to write a song about what I believe in and how come I can make it through with this stuff. The song is called The Kindness of Strangers. I met Mandy Rowden. I met Mandy Rowden 3 years ago, and she kind of fell out of the sky, and I was lost. I was an old woman in 2022 trying to figure out the digital age and all that stuff, and all of a sudden Mandy goes, "You want me to produce your first album?" I go, "Yeah." But Mandy Rowden is somebody that I hold really close to my heart. She represents the kindness in strangers. Y'all represent the kindness in strangers. Thank you for listening to every one of these different women up here. We're all different, and we all have the potential for kindness.
I saw your back go stiff as you noticed my difference. I felt the air go cold around me. The fear inside me grew. What were you gonna do? Would you walk away or surprise me with kindness? I need to believe in the kindness of strangers. Somewhere above the anger and danger, is there a place for you and me, with plenty of air to breathe in the kindness of strangers? From your castle of whiteness, you looked at me with sinful blindness and asked me if I knew Jesus. The fear inside me grew. What were you gonna do? I need to believe in kindness. I need to believe, 'cause you could condemn or deport me, slander me with shame, harm or hurt me in your Father's holy name. I need to believe in the kindness of strangers. Somewhere above the anger and danger, is there a place for you and me, with plenty of air to breathe in the kindness
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Is this the last round, or okay? Well, I just want to say thank you to Texasmusiccafe for having us. I want to say thanks to Mandy for inviting me to play here with y'all. About maybe 6 years ago, my boyfriend, Mandy was promoting one of her albums with a Kickstarter, and he bought a house concert. I had never heard of Mandy before in my life, and he said, "We're having her to the house." And I said, "What? Who is she?" I hadn't heard her music or anything, and so I started listening, and I started really liking what I was hearing, and Mandy came to the house and put on an amazing concert. All my friends cried, so it was successful, and and we formed a friendship, and it's been a really special relationship for me. She's really helped me a lot with my music, and even though I'm a lot older than Mandy, I feel like she's a mentor to me, and I really appreciate all.
Is that a dig about being tall?
No, no, anyways, thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting live music, especially Texas women songwriters, and I do hope you'll come to Mandy's Festival because it's going to be awesome.
Our festival.
This one's just kind of a barn burner to kind of finish it up here tonight. I know we're all busy, and we have families and jobs and all these obligations and stuff, and some days you just feel like, I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to take a break, and, I'll deal with it all tomorrow, and that is what this song is about. I got dishes in the sink and bills that are overdue, laundry to wash and my hair to shampoo, and I've got grass to cut and leaves to rake, groceries to buy and meals to bake, but none of that's gonna happen today. Yeah, I'll put it off till tomorrow, 'cause today I'm gonna play. You can't steal my Romo when it's your final day, so I'm not gonna waste all my time, gonna do things my way. I'll put it off till tomorrow, 'cause today I'm gonna play. Gonna call in sick to work and watch TV, escape from all this reality. And I'm gonna take a long walk and write a song, have a good nap about 3 hours long. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen today. Yeah, I'll put it off till tomorrow, 'cause today I'm gonna play. You can't steal my Romo when it's your final day, so I'm not gonna waste all my time, gonna do things my way. I'll put it off till tomorrow, 'cause today I'm gonna play. But there's always plenty of work left to do. Days like this are precious, far and few, so I'm gonna pour me a cold, tall, stiff drink. I ain't feeling guilty for the way I think. No, that's what's gonna happen today. Yeah, I'll put it off till tomorrow, 'cause today I'm gonna play. You can't steal my Romo when it's your final day, so I'm not gonna waste all my time, gonna do things my way. Yeah, I'll put it off till tomorrow, 'cause today I'm gonna play. Yeah, I'll put it off till tomorrow, 'cause today I'm gonna play. We gotta do it sometimes. Thanks, y'all.
I love it. All right, for my last song, I'm going to sing the first song I ever wrote. So the song that turned me into a songwriter. Yes, it's about divorce, so we're going to just come full circle on that. And I think it came through because I had this experience, which you'll soon hear about in the song, And I just was like going over it in my mind. And I was sitting in a Culver's parking lot waiting to meet someone from Reddit to buy a composting toilet, and they were late. And the line of the song just came through, and I just got my Sharpie and I just wrote, and I wrote the whole song in about 2 minutes. And I got home that afternoon and I put it to chords on the ukulele, which was my first instrument. And I sung it for my partner. It was the scariest thing I ever did. I made him close his eyes and turn around. But then I sung it with tears streaming down my face, and I just kept being brave from that moment on. So this song is called Soon to Be. I'm sitting here between my soon-to-be husband and my soon-to-be ex-husband on the porch. Yeah, I'm sitting here between my soon-to-be husband and my soon-to-be ex-husband on the porch. I was 22 when I met you in Tucson. You were funny, you made me laugh right through my teeth. The decade that we spent together, I really can't complain about. We never really had to crash and burn. So I'm sitting here between my soon-to-be husband and my soon-to-be ex-husband on the porch. I never meant to hurt you, I never wanted to break your heart, and that fear kept me standing there for years. Little did I know that leaving would be better for both of us. We needed a new start. So I'm sitting here between my soon-to-be husband and my soon-to-be ex-husband on the porch. Now we're here together, watching our daughter swinging from the old live oak tree in my yard. I thought that maybe it'd be better for her if we're together, but now I can see it's better we're apart. So I'm sitting here between my soon-to-be husband and my soon-to-be ex-husband on the porch. Yeah, I'm sitting here between my soon-to-be ex-husband and my soon-to-be ex-husband's girlfriend on the porch. Thank you. Now you all know a lot about me and us. So we hope to chat with you afterwards. We can find out a little bit more about you. And of course, if you're shy, you can find us on the internet. That's fine too. We love you so much. Thanks for being here. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Texas Music Cafe.